Finally, the official trailer for Avengers Doomsday is here, and it completely rewrites the MCU. This breakdown will cover every single plot prediction, reference, and hidden detail you missed. If you want more videos like this, subscribe to the channel right now. Let's start with this shocking opening shot. What this opening implies is that almost 70 to 80% of this entire story will take place across dying variant realities. Doctor Doom does not knock on the door. He breaks straight into the timeline. He is forcing an immediate universal collision, and the stakes are instantly higher than Endgame. Let's skip ahead to the actual opening sequence of the breakdown. The very first shot focuses heavily on the classic X-Men universe details. Seeing this live-action environment under clear distress proves that the timeline is fracturing. The numbers simply do not lie. This dimension is under complete siege. If you look closely at the data arrays on the monitor here, it proves that Earth 616 is the primary target zone. Doctor Doom is using advanced nexus points to track down the locations of every variant hero. He knows exactly who stands in his way. This takes us straight into the timeline connections. The trailer perfectly aligns with the ending sequence of recent projects. The team configurations show that very little narrative time has passed since our heroes last crossed paths. The visual arrangement here is pure fan service. By analyzing the structural movement of the background, we can easily predict that a massive, unexpected conflict is brewing between separate hero factions across the multiverse. But the absolute highlight of this sequence comes down to the sudden atmosphere shift. The tone completely drops, setting up the most anticipated live-action entrance that comic book fans have waited years to witness. Now we are cutting straight into the core of the trailer analysis. Look at the visual layout of this opening shot. The focus on the destroyed X-Men mansion sign proves that their home dimension is facing absolute destruction from Doctor Doom's forces. The numbers simply don't lie here. This structural damage confirms that a massive universe-level war occurred right before this scene. The atmosphere is completely heavy, showing that the remaining mutant survivors are totally scattered. Technically, this means the physics of the multiverse are breaking down. When universes collide during an incursion, the friction causes massive global expansions, like the explosions we are witnessing across the background track right here. So how does this play out for the main MCU timeline? Doctor Doom is intentionally keeping these universal rifts open. He wants the heroes to watch their worlds collapse, so they lose all hope before he steps in to take total control. Technically, this means the physics of the entire multiverse are breaking down completely. When these massive dimensions collide during a major incursion, the structural pressure forces massive explosions across the background. Doctor Doom is intentionally keeping these universal rifts open to completely break the heroes' spirits before conquering what remains. This opens up massive possibilities for the return of Professor X and the core mutant leaders. If the school is in ruins, where are the telepaths? Our primary prediction is that Doom has already neutralized the main variants, forcing a fractured team of survivors to make a desperate stand across different parallel locations. The visual arrangement here shows an absolute masterpiece of character tracking. We see intense combat frames proving that separate realities are merging in real time. The remaining heroes are completely outmatched, but Doctor Doom is fully prepared to take on every single variant, fighting to save their timeline. Looking closely at the background architecture, we can see that separate timelines are literally merging together right before our eyes. Doctor Doom isn't just taking over one planet, he is stitching pieces of different dead universes into a single nightmare reality. The visual details prove our heroes are completely trapped in a shifting multiversal battlefield. This takes us straight to the Fantastic Four's massive role in this conflict. The trailer hints at a deeply personal motivation driving Reed Richards. Because their original universe was likely the very first one destroyed by an incursion, the team is fighting with absolute desperation to ensure Earth 616 doesn't face the exact same horrific fate. The action pacing here is completely relentless. We see glimpses of high-tech weapon arrays, and robotic forces clashing in the ruins of major cities. This isn't a standard superhero brawl, it is a full-scale war for universal survival. Doom's tactical intelligence makes him far more dangerous than any enemy the team has ever faced. Now let's break down the absolute biggest highlight that is breaking the internet. The trailer reaches a massive emotional peak as Dr. Doom finally steps forward and removes his iconic mask. The face underneath isn't Tony Stark. It is a variant whose alternate history choices are the root cause of the entire multiversal collapse. With Avengers Doomsday locked in for its massive theatrical release, Marvel is setting up the ultimate prelude to Secret Wars. What are your wildest predictions for this absolute madness? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to MJ Studios for more epic breakdowns. See you in the next edit. With Avengers Doomsday locked in for its massive theatrical release, Marvel is officially setting up the ultimate prelude to Secret Wars. The catastrophic destruction of the Fox X-Men dimension and the crumbling realities prove that Battleworld is already being built right under our noses. This movie isn't just a sequel, it is the definitive turning point. Overall, this trailer delivers everything fans have been begging for, raising the multiversal stakes to an absolute maximum. Dr. Doom is poised to become the most complex, terrifying antagonist in cinema history, completely overshadowing Thanos' legacy. The sheer visual scale promises an unforgettable theatrical experience.